Yo, what's good, everybody? We got another Beers with Barton. It is Sunday, November 7th? Yeah, November 7th, 2021. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Sunday fun day here. I did have a good weekend. Today is actually my sister's, not my oldest sister, the middle child's birthday. So she's 43 today, so she's a lot closer to 50 than I am. So happy birthday to you, Danielle. Hope you had a great day. We need to catch up soon. But this weekend was pretty cool. Actually, I realized, I looked back. So on Friday night, my last Beers with Barton, I had a couple beers on that one. It was my 100th of the year, and we're in November. So I looked back at 2020, and I actually did 141 in 2020. And I think at one point during the initial COVID, I did like 21 days in a row, and it was like updates. And I think 2019 when I started this, but it was later in the year, I think I did like 60. So I thought I did closer to 200 last year, so it's lower than I thought, especially with all the like 21 days in a row, and I did some March Madness stuff. But I'm only at 100 this year, 101 tonight, and I'll probably do a handful more, so definitely less, which is correlating to me trying to drink less. But anyways, had a good weekend. Michaela and Miss Beers with Barton was dishwasher's going off in the background. Sorry about that. I just started it. They were at a dance convention all weekend. Friday it started at, I think, 5:30 was check-in 6. Stayed the night at the hotel in Uptown Charlotte. There's like a Halloween party that night. And then I think from like 8 to 8 all day Saturday. And then today, they didn't stay the night Saturday. Then they came home Saturday night, and then was back, I think, this morning at 9 a.m., and it was daylight savings time, so gained an hour. And they finished about 5. They got home about 6, which was great. I basically haven't seen either one since Friday at about 4:45 when they left, because last night I went and hung out with Worst Best Friend, stayed at his house. I went to a poker tournament, actually, at my old boss's house, which was great. There was 15 people there. I finished 6, which isn't horrible. I didn't make any money, but I haven't played live cards in probably 3 or 4 years, maybe longer. It's definitely before COVID, maybe before that. I don't 100% remember, but it was good to play, and that was fun. My boss actually got me a very nice bottle of liqueur, some Jefferson's Reserve, just to say thank you for the hard work I did when I was working for him, which I thought was super classy. Great dude. Glad that we're still friends, and I'll definitely go to the next poker night. That was a great time. So did that yesterday. So yesterday, woke up, kind of bummed around for a while, got a good workout in, and then headed down to Worst Best Friend. We grabbed some grub, and then we went back to his house for a bit, chilled, and then Best Friend dropped us off about 20 minutes away, 23 minutes, at the poker game, and came picked us up at about midnight, 11:30 midnight. And we hung out. Worst Best Friend actually chopped the pot. So he was second, I think, in chips, and they played a couple rounds heads up, and they ended up chopping it. So he basically won, in essence, because that's what he does. And then we went back to his house last night, enjoyed a couple drinkies, and went to bed at like 2 in the morning. And then woke up at 8 this morning. Went and got some wonderful breakfast at First Watch. Came home, hung out with Potter for about an hour or so, and then updated my fantasy teams, and then I went and played basketball today for about 2 hours, which was good because we didn't play yesterday because it was freezing. I wasn't available yesterday. Well, I could have played yesterday morning, but it's just so cold. So we had 7 guys, so played some 3-on-3s with one person waiting, and that was a good workout. And then came home, hung out, watched the Niners suck, which is what they do this year. They're horrible. They lost at home to the Cardinals. And the Cardinals did not have Kyler Murray, which is their starting quarterback. They didn't have their best wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins, and they lost 31-17. Just a ton of turnovers, just sloppy, man. So football season's over. It's all about college. And anyways, just got back home from picking up some groceries, and just want to do a quick Beers with Barton, a little weekend recap. But I'll be honest, I had a good weekend. I had fun. I got to hang out with some buddies, celebrate a birthday on Friday night at Pippa's. And then Saturday, like I said, hang out with Worst Best Friend and Best Friend, played poker, and then today had some lovely breakfast, and then played basketball, and got to come home. But 2 full days without seeing seeing my little monster was a little tough, but she had an amazing time. There was a bunch of like classes, and I haven't even gotten the full rundown yet, but she spent just hours and hours learning a bunch of stuff, hanging out with friends. So really good for her. I know Miss Spears with Barton was pretty tired because she pretty much had to just hang out at this hotel convention center as Michaela did all her classes. So I know she's pretty tired, but I think she had fun too, being able to see her dance. Jessica is a dancer herself. She's actually still dancing when we started dating, which is pretty cool. So anyways, great weekend. Back to the grind tomorrow. It's Monday. I'm going to watch a little football tonight, eating a late dinner. But just want to do a quick one and do the quick recap. It was fun to play poker. I really did enjoy that, and hopefully, I think he does these about every 2 months, give or take, maybe a little more, a little less, but overall it averages out about every 6 weeks to 2 months. He's got a fantastic house and I think it's a third garage. Basically, he's got set up as a game room. There's darts that we played afterwards, 2 full tables, 15 people, so it was 8 at one, 7 at another. It was great. And we got down to 10. We did 1 table. Like I said, I went all in. I had ace 8 offsuit. It was a ace of diamonds and an 8 of hearts, and I thought I was going to be able to go heads up with somebody, so I pushed all in. They called, and then the third person called, which I didn't think they would because they were limping in. I should have stayed out of it because I would have beat the guy that I went heads up against, but the guy that called late ended up winning. Probably should have waited another hand or two because I still had 10 or 12 blinds, I think. So it's not like I was super short stack. I think I was the shortest stack. And anyway, so I got knocked out in 6. I think if I could have hung out for a couple more hands, maybe, because someone else got knocked out right after me, a hand or 2 after me, maybe 2 people. So it's down to 3-handed pretty much after I got knocked out. Anyways, whatever, it was fun, low stakes, but it was a good time. So my buddy came over tonight. Miss Beers with Barton brought one of Michaela's friends over because her mom was working, and so her dad came to pick it up, my buddy. So we had a couple beers. He actually picked up some beer in a 4-pack. We had one together, but he saved me 2. I've had this before, but I haven't had one in a while. It's the Dime Bag, the Sycamore. It's a juicy one. It's fantastic. And so I've got 1 more left of these, so thanks, Zach. Big Steelers fan. He's from Pittsburgh, but one of my good buddies, Michaela and her friend, went to preschool together, so that's where we met them. And then they didn't go to elementary school because they are at a different elementary school than us, but we hang out with them, not as often as we'd like to, but just some of our really good friends. So it was cool. He came and hung out for a little bit before getting his daughter, and we had a beer, like I said, and he left me the 2 bullets of the 4-pack, which was pretty cool. So I probably drank plenty on Friday night. Didn't get a good night's sleep. Saturday, I definitely had a couple beers at poker, and like I said, my boss grabbed me a fantastic bottle. I'll actually show you. Oh man, this stuff it's hard to find, and it is absolutely just fantastic. Jefferson's Reserve, and had a couple of those along with some Scotch whiskey that Worst Best Friend had. So it was a little toasty on Saturday. That's why I didn't drive. I had some good breakfast this morning, and I actually haven't had anything since breakfast. So I'm going to be looking forward to eating a little bit of pizza here in a bit. So back to eating healthy tomorrow and working out. So cheers. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that Miss Beers with Barton and my little monster are home. I did miss them, and yeah, that's what it is. So cheers. This one, the Dime Bag, it's a triple IPA. It's a 10%er. It's a big boy, and it's a triple IPA, Dime Bag, Sycamore. It's one of the local breweries here. It's a great beer. So cheers. Back to not drinking tomorrow. That's the plan at least, right? Cheers. It's fantastic. I love hearing the dishwasher in the background. I just did the dishes, so didn't plan this out as well as I thought. But again, it's 8 o'clock at night. Everyone's getting ready for bed, and I'm going to eat here soon and watch a little bit of football. And then tomorrow starts week 3 at Wells Fargo. So trying to learn something new every day and do whatever I can do to just learn what I'm supposed to do, and that's the plan. So, all right, guys. Well, everyone have a great weekend. Hope everyone had a great weekend and is ready for the work week. Back to the grind. But payday is this Friday, so that's always good. I do like paydays. And we'll go from there. So, all right. Tonight's game is the Rams and the Titans. No Derrick Henry, which sucks because I have him on my fantasy team, and I'm actually going to lose the worst best friend this week. We're going to be tied for first, I think. I've won our league we do together in fantasy football back-to-back weeks, or back-to-back years, 2019 and 2020. I'm going for the three-peat, which is unheard of. I mean, winning a championship is hard anytime. Going back-to-back is like crazy. If I win 3 in a row, I'm basically going to buy myself a championship belt and wear it for the rest of my life. So actually, worst best friend's gonna buy me a championship belt. You heard me, Troy. You will buy me a championship belt if I win 3 in a row and I get to wear it every time we hang out. All right, it's a bet. Cool. All right, guys. Cheers. Dime Bag 10%er. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Until next time, deuces.